Hello, friends. I'm really excited because today I am with Dr. Charles Apoki, your friend. I came to see him in Ughelli where he has this magnificent, in fact, I don't know how to describe this kind of thing I have seen. And I am amazed. And he kept telling me that his wife was instrumental. So I said I must do a video to ask him just one question.
Okay.
As a man,
Yes, ma'am.
how do you handle it when you have an energetic, enterprising, pushy wife who wants to just do everything? How do you handle it?
The first principle is to realize that she is a human being. Number two, she is a female son of God. Number three, she has her own dreams and potentials. And she was married to you to enable you actualize who you are supposed to be. And so her strength is to potentiate your own strength. So you must use the Lapidot principle.
What's that?
Lapidot was the husband of Deborah.
Okay.
Deborah was a prophet in the Old Testament. She was a leader. She was an adjudicator. And she was a warrior. And part of the Bible says that when men were afraid to walk the streets, Deborah arose as a mother in Israel. So what men were afraid of doing, Deborah was not afraid when men were afraid.
So even in Bible times, there were strong women who stood out in their own time. Yeah.
Strong women. And there was one woman when Bikri or somebody invaded the city. He told the people that they should keep quiet, that he will solve it. And she came back with the head of the man. How did she actualize beheading a terrorist? There was another one when they were climbing a tower. I think Abimelech or somebody was pursuing them. She carried a grinding stone.
And threw it down.
And not true. Aimed intentionally and cracked the skull of the tyrant. So in biblical times, there have been strong women. African history, there have been strong women. We had Queen Nziga of Angola. Queen Nziga of Angola studied Portuguese. The father taught her how to fight, military strategy. And the brother sent her to go and negotiate with the Portuguese leadership in Luanda. And she got there. The man refused to give her seat to sit. She commanded one of her soldiers to squat, and she sat on a man.
Wow.
She sat on a man and said, look, I'm sitting on a man like you. And she started discussing with the Portuguese man. When the brother heard what the sister did, he committed suicide.
Wonderful.
And the Portuguese came to invade Angola. But Queen Nziga defeated them. And Angola had peace for 40 years. And if you go to Luanda, her statue is there with a spear and a leopard skin. We'll talk of Queen Amina of Zaria and a host of other women.
So there have been strong women down the generations. Strong women.
Queen Teitu of Ethiopia was the wife of Menelik. Menelik was a weak man, but Queen Teitu was a strong woman. She was the one who prompted Menelik to fight with the Italians in the Battle of Adwa, I think in 1896. And they defeated the Italians. And she named Addis Ababa, land of beautiful flowers.
Wow.
So it is not today.
Okay, so now I've had to engage with several men who feel threatened when they have an enterprising, forceful woman, and they feel like, this woman won't control my life.
Yes.
What would you like to say to such?
No, what you do is that, like I said, I did a video here. I said why I left my wife. And people thought that I divorced and all that. No. In the Bible, frankly speaking, in the Bible, the Genesis, God said, your desire shall be for thy husband. The real interpretation is that your desire is to rule over your husband, but he will rule over thee. Now, once you see that perspective and you see the strength and you see the energy, what you do is that you create an ecosystem for her where she can excel. Like, I don't know how much they do here. My two women are here. My daughter, three women, my daughter, my granddaughter.
Three generations.
Yes, and
women.
then my wife. So I don't know what they do here. This building was built by her. Everything is done by her here. So I have my own piece and I create my own entity. You understand? And it has helped us. So you see, you give her her area to function. Then you see somebody like Aisha Yusufu on social media activism. The husband is a very confident man. That's why he allows his wife to do that.
Yeah.
You see somebody like Angela Merkel.
Yeah.
The husband is a very confident man.
Yeah.
You see somebody like Kamala Harris. The husband is a very confident man.
Yeah.
So it requires self-confidence to marry a strong woman and to realize that marriage is not necessarily subjugation. Marriage is the expansion and exudation of potentials.
Yeah.
So when you allow the woman
that is big English. So that means that if I marry you,
yes,
you should help me to maximize my potential.
To become who you were born to be.
Yeah.
I always see, as if my wife were to be a man from Okwoko or where you come from.
My village people.
Yes, I should allow, no, it's not my village, it's a town. No?
So it's a city. Really.
Yes, so I should allow her to become a voice and a symbolism of Okwoko and humanity. So, but there are key roles. I can't get pregnant, she will get pregnant.
Yeah.
I can't breastfeed, she will breastfeed. But in those days, when she wants to go for convention, she leaves children for me. So I learned how to change napkins in those days, prepare baby meals, carry babies on my. I'm trying now. You know, I was too troublesome as a young man, so I'm compensating. So you allow her to become who she's supposed to become, and you see, they respect you more. I asked my wife, "What is it that you treasure about me?" He said, "The liberty you have given to me."
Exactly what my husband says.
The liberty you have given to me to become who I am supposed to be.
Yeah.
And you are more relaxed. After all, she's answering my name.
Of course, where are we going?
You are not going anywhere.
So, see, if you have a strong wife, I want you to know that it's a gift from God. Killing that potential is not for your good.
Yes.
The Bible says the woman was created for the man.
Yes.
So whatever she achieves, it's for you. And so as a husband, when God has graced you with a strong, energetic, enterprising woman, don't ever think that she's a threat. Instead, her next what she has, cause it to bloom, cause it to blossom. All right? And I know that God is going to help your marriage. Doctor, one more thing.
Yes.
If you know a young man who wants to get married today, and she comes and says, this girl, when I marry, be like saying, no girl, she's so energetic, she just wants to do everything. What would be your advice?
There's a principle that is difficult for most people to understand. I call it married but single. You see, let me see whether I have, you see this phone has the phone, then it has the covering. Are you following what I'm saying? So this microphone is connected to this phone, but they are working separately. So the thing is, give the woman her ecosystem, let her function there. You function in your own ecosystem, but have a spiritual link and an understanding. But I also want to encourage women that you should learn to be submissive to your husband.
Very much so.
And you see, submitting to husband, very easy. Men like praise.
Then they take a rub like pomade.
Men like praise.
They like respect.
Respect, honor. Then when you give them that, they are satisfied. They are not threatened. Number two, men will not want to be replaced by another person or another thing. They are your first babies in the real sense. Pay attention to them. Don't let whatever you are doing deprive them of their time. Then that common area of functionality, men like to go to Jerusalem.
We are speaking in coded language now.
They like to go to Mount Olive.
Mount Olive.
Allow them.
Yes, so
let them come
as frequently as they want.
As frequently. Somebody will say, whether is it food, it is more than food for us. We will prefer that all our teeth fall off, but let us be going to Jerusalem.
Sisters, are you listening? That Jerusalem. Don't say, I'm trying to achieve, I'm trying to achieve.
No.
In fact, it is so serious that Apostle Paul said, don't even allow fasting.
So that the devil will
not enter this matter.
Are you hearing?
So please don't say you are trying to achieve.
Thank God you are helping me, because when I say they say it's because I'm a man.
No, it's the absolute truth.
Leave the gate of Jerusalem open, and the man will come. I will enter.
The Bible says,
thanksgiving.
the Bible says the gates will never be closed,
No.
day nor night.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much,
You're
Doctor.
welcome.
And you are always such a blessing.
Thank you, man.
God bless you.
You gave me a good wife, and I must stay back.
In fact,
I fear you make you not take my wife from me.
No. I will not try it.
All right, man.
With what you don't do, I will not try it.
I'm your friend, Dr.
Charles
Apoki.
God bless you.